Here's a project using the Field of Dreams plate that I just finished putting together on, what is today? Sunday, before the week that you have to start on this. And I'll play it. And you can see I have a model that comes in with the animated rotors. I've got a shadow on the ground, but what's important here is you can see the shadow, even though the shadow is created in 3ds Max. I've got the shadow going behind these people, which means that from this point here to this point here, when the shadows pass them, they needed to be rotoscoped like you rotoscoped Vicky in the Tentacles project, so that they would the shadow could go behind them. And play this again. And the helicopter comes down. I've got some explosions and things like that. And there is a sky replacement in here, so you're going to have to track the tree line on the sky. We did that for the AE car project. So if you need to remember how to do that, track that and do a sky replacement, go back to the AE car. But something here that's been added that we haven't covered yet, which I want you to do, is do a set extension. And a set extension is just adding other elements to the scene to make it look completely different. So what I have here is this like castle looking place. It's a fortress, and I found it on the internet. And let me see if I can find it. Here it is. And if I turn it off, see how that completely changes the entire look of this scene. And with it on, we've got something completely different going on. In order to add that, what I got was an image off the internet that was this castle, and it was about the right perspective. It was, coming towards the camera on the left side and tapering off to on the right side, or going off into the distance on the right. So it looked like it would fit this. So I want you to find a picture and download that from the internet. This picture that I got is a panoramic picture, and here it is with the transparency turned on. You can toggle the transparency on and off. I usually like working in black so I can see how the edges look. But in order to get the transparency on that, the sky was pretty blue, so I used just this color key, which you'll find in the effects tab, and go to obsolete and color key, and it works really well for keying like skies that are different colors, because you can adjust how much transparency there is. You can see here I can click kind of in the blue area and then bring up the color tolerance until it completely wipes out that sky. And then I went back to the composition, and I put a mask at the bottom edge of the castle or fortress, making sure that this guy's head did go up into the mask at any point. And that's getting kind of close. Inside, I can move that up a little bit. And on the mask, I just put a little bit of feathering. Well, actually, I put quite a bit. You can see here how this feathering helps blend that mask into the original plate. So use the mask for blending. and you'll have a set extension added to your project. Read over the instructions for the final project and make sure you've done everything in there. I might have forgot something in this explanation, but I'm going to stop.